After unsuccessfully reaching sales targets and potential disagreements with Sun and Moon Studios, the collaboration of teams would not continue after the Macra Terror. But even before release, a mostly separate team had begun work on the next animation. Considering the complexity of the character animation and the length of the serial, it was only animated by a very small dedicated team over just 8 months, beginning in February 2019, and ultimately producing a high-quality animation of a story packed with deceit and planes. The Doctor and his companions find themselves at Gatwick Airport. They quickly stumble upon an alien plot centering upon the mysterious Chameleon Tours, a low-price holiday company whose young passengers have been vanishing in unexplained circumstances. The BBC archives retained their original film recording negative of episode 1, and that film master remains in the BBC archives today. However, none of the other 5 episodes were formally archived. The last known set of film prints of episodes 2, 4, 5 and 6 were destroyed by the BBC sometime around the end of 1975, as they were judged as no longer being of any further commercial or public interest. In 1987, after alternative audio-only recordings of these lost episodes had been unearthed, an original film print of episode 3 was donated back to the BBC archives from a private film collector who had acquired it from a specialist car boot sale in Buckinghamshire some years earlier. However, 20 seconds of material is missing from episode 3 due to damage to the print. This had followed a short film fragment from episode 2 being discovered. Adobe Animate was used for the 2D animation of this production. Animators drew up Martin Geraghty's designs in their software, dividing them into significant body parts and creating a library of these shapes to share. A combination of these pre-drawn elements and many new ones were used in a mix of puppet-like and traditional hand-drawn animation to bring these designs to life. Despite episodes 1 and 3 existing in the BBC archives, due to BBC America's demands, all the episodes have an animation. A couple dating errors as well as an animation mistake involving Nurse Pinto can be seen on this release. Unlike the Macra Terror, Anne-Marie Walsh, the director of this animation, sought to create a much more authentic rejuvenation of the 60s serial. This meant that cuts in the original story were minimal, as well as the animated camera rig tending to be more static and truer to that of the original production. Despite many fans agreeing on the Faceless One's animation being a slight decrease in quality compared to its predecessor, there was still generally positive reception after its release in March 2020. In many ways, fans praised the more 2D and stylistic artwork of this release. The Faceless Ones was the first Second Doctor animation to be released in celebration of the 100th anniversary of Patrick Troughton's birth. The following release was the revisited special edition of The Power of the Daleks in July. Following this would be a small change of form for Doctor Who animation, as another animation team would tackle the regeneration of Fury from the Deep. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. As always, I appreciate all the support. However, this series is slowly reaching its end. Obviously, as more animations release, I'll do videos on them, but at the moment I expect I will have to cover some other topics after the Evil of the Daleks rolls around. Either way, I hope you'll stick with me. I'm Sam, and I'll see you next time.